Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dear Retalk. If you could follow me also on Instagram. And also, if you didn't hit the like button on your way in, if you could go ahead and hit it. Also, share this video and comment your thoughts below. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Everything that I state is allegedly and in my opinion, unless I say otherwise. And you also know the good old fair use. That good old disclaimer about teaching, news reporting, celebrity news, and educational and research. I just want to say, I'm quite sure you guys seen the title. This is not a bashing situation. She's went through that. She knows everything. But this is just something I wanted to say. And it has nothing to do with the significant person. And I'm not going to put his name because it's strictly about Miss Curry. Listen, I don't know, it just came across my mind. And I was looking and I was like, she says she's a public figure. And you are correct. You are in the public, but you're not an actual public figure because when your name is unfortunately Googled, they're going to Google you in not a good light. And most of the time, if you're a public figure, you may have some good and bad points. But I really want you to understand that the reason you're in the public is not for a good reason. I was taking a look at your younger photos and I was saying to myself, self, if I was Arionne, if I could change the hands of time, would I have went back and, made a different decision? And I'm not saying that's the only bad decision you made. You may feel it was a good decision, but look at your life. Look where you're at. All I'm stating to you, the only thing I see good is your son. And for me, this is out of your own lips stated that you should have or could have had 3 to 4, kids based on if you wouldn't have done what you did. But my only thing to you is that you come on and on whatever platform and you state, oh, I don't want to say too much. Like you said yesterday, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give the bloggers or content creators content. Well, you're giving us content, but you are in control of what type of content you give us. I'm not trying to help you. I'm just basically saying what you did to the other person, it was wrong. You know it. You said on Tasha K's show and you didn't even want to apologize. I don't even know if you went back to look at that interview you had with Tasha, because you were sitting speaking with a married woman and you really didn't read between the lines. You didn't even see her facial expressions. You just really didn't read the room. That was your time to really set the record straight. And you went in, to me, I felt like you went in already rehearsed, already had talked over what you were going to say with a certain person, and just went in basically fitting that his agenda. You really one day will understand that and look back at this as you get older, I would hope, and realize I made a huge mistake. I did a grave injustice to a family, to someone who gave me grace in the beginning. You were bragging like, oh, she came to my house and we sat down and we talked for hours. That was what's called a real woman. That's what's called real woman-ish. She was standing on her marriage. She tried to treat you as maybe not her equal, but she tried to give you grace. She tried to work on her marriage and not just walk away. But you thought it was fun and games. And what did you get out of this situation? Nothing. but a baby. And your name, which back in the days, they said your name is basically like a scarlet letter now. Back in the days, women that did the things you did. And the problem is, I would have been mortified and horrified to have my name circulating out in the public. I would have gotten ahead of that situation, made public apologies. I would have cut him loose. I would have wanted to get away from him as soon as possible because we're in the age and stage of social media. And oh my God, I just, unless you're working for yourself, and where you really hurt yourself, you supposedly had or still have a business. And there's no way that you could have thought that you were going to make any headway. You were going to have some people that buy your stuff, but to really flourish and have a lucrative business, you have to understand what's called customer service and also how you come across to the public. So, what I'm stating to you is that damage control time is over. You've made your bed, now you have to lie in it. But you can start to rebuild your life. You still seem to not understand everything that you thought you were getting from him. You no longer have it. You don't have the car. You don't have the place. You don't have the money. You were not getting anything from him. And as long as you are attached to him, you will not receive any blessings. You have knocked all of your blessings. Why can't you see everything that you have had? Is because it's almost like you received it with ill-forgotten hands or dirty hands. Like if you go and steal something, or you have dirty money or something. So anything that you received, it was gotten by ill-gotten, and it wasn't blessed. Basically, what I'm saying. So that's the reason you no longer have it, because you got it the wrong way. So if you want to get things and you want to have things the right way, okay, you're not the only person that cheated, that made a big mistake, but it's your character. It's the way that you handling the situation. And you still want to come out and say things about the ex, calling her the B word. Come on, you got to clean it up. You have to clean it up. You're making yourself, you can't blame anyone else. You can't blame him. You can't blame her. You are making yourself a mockery of your life. And everybody may say, well, why are you trying to give her pointers and da 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 da? I'm not giving pointers. I'm just saying what needs to be said. I've done other videos. Unfortunately, I had to revamp my channel dealing with YouTube with this copyright crap. But I've done videos on her and him about their parenting. I've went in, and I'm just in a different place in my life. I'm not giving her grace. I'm not giving her, anything. I'm just telling her, like, you need to cut it out. You still coming on TikTok, Instagram, you still out here talking about this, and this. Worry about your own life. Stop worrying about his ex. She's not checking for you. I mean, just at the end of the day, it's like, don't you see that you want your own money? You want your own man. You want your own life, because he's not your own. If he wanted to, marry you or did you not see the interview that he did with Tasha K? Did you not say that he hear him say in the last 2 years he really just started like dating you? Is he for real? What the hell he was doing with them other days and them other years? So for me, this has nothing to do with his ex. I am always for what's right. But what I'm saying is you need to keep her name out your mouth, because she is not bothering you. She's not. She's not bothering you. Her kids are not bothering you. If you want people to change the narrative about you, you have to change the narrative first. I'm just saying. That's all I have to say here at Dear Ree. I'm not giving anyone grace. I'm just calling a thing a thing. If anybody has any comments, jot it below. I would love to read your comments. I also want to make it clear that I don't condone anything that she has done to the ex, to the Eminem kids, to anything on the opposite side. Unfortunately, she does not see it that way. And for me, I'm just saying it like it is. She should have stopped when she was ahead. I feel she should have stopped at day one when she found out that that man was married. But you kept going and you kept going. So what you're getting now is called your just desserts, and it's called karma. But we cannot have content if you don't give it to us. Until next time, I just want to say peace and so here at Dear Ree. Mwah.